And here we go. I had the music ready for the night, Jay Ellis, man. Was ready to hit the music. Knicks lose 109-104.
All right, here we go.
They go on a 15-0 run in the third quarter. 17-point lead. From that point on, the Sixers go on a 45-21 devastating comeback victory. And Knicks lose 109-104. What happened out there tonight, man? Talk to me, man.
Let's see. The 76ers took us lightly all night long. They left us open for shots. We hit them. Frank was hitting them. DSJ was hitting them. And before you knew it, we were up. But then they decided to turn up the pressure, and they punched us in the mouth, and we didn't know what to do. We didn't punch back. And then, like every other close game that happened before, when the game got tight, too much ISO ball with Randall and Morris. The coach did what he tried to do. The coach actually called a timeout when they went ISO ball.
Yeah.
Ran some plays from RJ Barrett. Called timeout again. Ran some plays from Marcus Morris for pick and roll. So the coach actually did some things to combat the ISO ball from those guys. But at the end, we just stopped making shots.
I think we just got away from our game plan and what got us going all night long. Which to me it started in the hands of Frank. You know, say what you will, Frank Ntilikina to me had his best game of the season once again against the hottest defense in the league right now. I thought Frank had a excellent offensive game tonight as well as defensively. You know, the defense is starting to be our calling card. I think our identity is starting to take shape. And that's on the defensive end, and it starts with Frank. You know, tonight was interesting because once Taj went down with the 2 quick fouls, give credit to Max from the Bronx, he called that. Then Mitch comes in, he picks up 2 quick fouls. I thought this was going to get away from us real early. But we actually hung in there. We fought with him. We hung in there punch for punch. And in the third quarter, we hit him with the haymaker, but it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough to knock him out, man.
The refs try to knock us out.
The refs were terrible. The refs were terrible, man. Horrendous, man.
I hate how we keep getting these calls for biting on the pump fakes, but we never actually touched the player.
Oh man, yeah, they gave Embiid all of those tonight. Every single one. I mean, you could whisper on them, and they were calling a flagrant or a foul on them. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, and on the other end, Joel Embiid literally fell on top of Dennis Smith Jr. and nothing happened. Literally fell on top of him. And it was just like, yo, what is happening right now? But give it to the Knicks. They kept fighting, and we got it close. But man, the bad habits, man.
Bad habits.
The game get tight from our veterans.
Yeah, and listen, I understand it at that point in the game. Okay, first off, the turning point of the game started with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. After we went on that 15-0 run, Sixers going a 10-0 run. Okay, overall a 17-0 run before we put Frank back in the game. The ironic thing was that the second unit, which propelled us in the second quarter, led by DSJ, led by Dotson, led by Portis, completely blew the game in the third and let Philly come back into it. I thought that was a pivotal stretch in the game because I understood that Fizz wanted to give us a rest, and rightfully so. We had a 17-point lead, but with the Sixers still keeping Embiid and Simmons in there, Ben Simmons just went in attack mode and just took advantage of that. He was just killing us on the defensive end, started distributing, and Philly got going. You know, Mike Scott got going, Ben Simmons got going, and basically that was the turning point of the whole game, man.
Yeah, I think they saw what DSJ was doing because DSJ was actually playing pretty well offensively.
He was.
So I think Fizdale was like, all right, let's give these guys a blow. DSJ has it going tonight. We'll see what happened. And DSJ, he looked a little bit discombobulated after he came back in for his second stint.
Yeah.
And then also Dot, he was actually making the right plays. He just wasn't finishing. Like there was a time he attacked the basket and he broke free for an easy layup, but I think he panicked a little bit and missed the layup. And that one layup I felt like kind of changed the whole complexion of the game. That and the DSJ turnover when he dribbled into 3 people.
Killed us, man. Killed us. Absolutely killed us, man. Had Trey Burke feeling good out there, man. That was tight. You know what I mean? They almost had Trey Burke getting a revenge game on us, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, man, they had Trey in there. Definitely had Trey in there, but I was like, oh, they got Frank in there. Frank gonna shut him down.
There it is, and Frank, Frank got Trey to turn the ball over. We were back in the game, man. In the fourth, we were back in the game again. This is the point. This is the pivotal stretch where I'm just like, okay, can they close? Who are they gonna go to? Can they get the key stops? And Julius had a couple buckets. Then he comes down twice, has RJ wide open. Yet he had one play where he could have hit Mitch with the lob or RJ for the corner three. Ends up dribbling it off his leg. Back to back plays, miss wide open Knicks. Was infuriating. You had Mook. Okay, Mook splashes a three. Okay, he's feeling it. He catches Mitch with the back to back alley oops. Great. Yep. Then they go away from it. The very next possession.
Yeah, run it back. They go away from it. Luckily, Julius steals it, gets fouled, only makes one. And that's the thing with Julius this whole season. He's only been making 1 for 2. The free throws has to step up.
Gotta step it up in the crunch time. So we're down by one, okay? We're down by one. It's about 2 minutes left. Sorry, let me just pull it up. 2 minutes left. Julius makes an excellent defensive stand on the other end. Forces the turnover. That's what you want your money man to do. He forces the turnover. Morris gets it. 3-on-1 break. You gotta give it up, Jails.
Yeah.
You got to give it up, man. You gotta give it. You had numbers, Mook. Give the ball up, man, or let Frank initiate the break. You got it. I don't mind them taking it down the stretch, but we got to be smarter with the play selection, man.
You got to pick your spots.
Got to pick the spots, man.
They want to do everything themselves.
Right.
And that's why the coach called a timeout for the first time, because you notice, because Marcus was trying to do everything himself. The first time, coach called a timeout and was running pick and roll with RJ and Mitch. And then that didn't work, so he went somewhere else. But, it's mental with these guys, man, because at least I know Marcus has the talent to kind of do it, but his decision making is off. He wants to win so bad, but he has to give up the ball and trust his teammates a little bit more.
Gotta give that up. Gotta give it up, man. We can't have you starting to break. We can't have you starting the plays. That's just not his game, And listen, he's played well for us this season, man. He has played well for us this season. I'll give him that. But it was just it was too much hero ball tonight, especially on a night when Frank had it going, was facilitating well. Yeah, he didn't record on the assists, but things were just happening when Frank had the ball in his hands, man. They were just much more smooth on the offensive end.
Yo, think about this, CP. When you what made it more frustrating was literally almost the whole team was shooting better than Randall and Marcus, but they still didn't want to give the ball up.
Yeah.
Taj, 83%, Frank, 75%, Mitchell shot 100%, Bobby, 50%, Dennis Smith Jr., 50%, Knox, 100%. I mean, Dotson didn't have a great game, and RJ didn't have a great game. But it's almost everybody else shot a better percentage than those guys, but didn't want to give it up. It's what else has to happen?
Gotta swing it, man. Gotta swing it. And listen, Julius was doing better with the tunnel vision since the last game.
Yes.
Only 2 turnovers tonight, but you had RJ wide open, and RJ didn't have a great game. Let's be honest. He didn't have a good shooter night again. But still, sometimes when you make those plays in rhythm, good things happen, and we just the momentum just completely just slipped out of our hands since that third quarter, man. We just never regained our composure to win the game.
Composure is the word, man, because when they put the pressure on us, we kind of panicked a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Kind of panicked. We know how to match their energy.
We talked about, how about Taj? Once again, Taj Gibson, even though the 2 fouls got him in trouble, he led that third quarter spark, man. Taj was 5 for 6 from the field again, 11 points, took out the cell phone was out, he was dialing in from long distance. He hit a 3-pointer. Taj was excellent for us tonight, man, even though he had to catch up.
Yeah, man, I kind of feel like the refs, the Sixers got a little lucky because Taj was in his mode in the first quarter when the game first started. But those 2 quick fouls took him out the game fairly quickly. And from my eyes, I didn't see any fouls at all from Taj. I don't know what those calls came from.
It was garbage. Garbage.
Definitely garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And it took, man, listen, because at the start of the game, Embiid couldn't hit a jump shot to save his life.
Nah, not at all.
He got going later, but Taj was in everything. I mean, I feel like we had a bigger lead in the beginning if Taj was still in the game, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it just fell apart on us, man. Refs were lousy. How about the flagrant foul call on Morris, the technical? Yo, it took him 10 hours. I was ready to go to sleep and take a nap, JLs. Yeah, come on, man.
These refs are bad.
The replay system has made these refs worse.
Yeah.
It's made them worse. How long does it take you to see that that's a technical foul and two technicals and a flagrant?
I don't know.
Come on, man. Without the TVs, they would have made that call back in the day. They would have made that call in 2 seconds.
Hell yeah, they had the D-League refs in there today.
Come on, man. Come on, man. It was ridiculous, man.
It was so bad.
What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? You know, we went toe-to-toe with the top defense in the league. We hung in there. It's a game of runs. We just, you know, like I said, that third quarter was pivotal, man, because when they had Embiid and Simmons out there, and we ran out there with our second unit, who gave us good minutes, gave us solid minutes in that second quarter.
Yo, the crazy part is like, we're pretty deep. We're a decent defensive team, man. Our offense has to catch. Our offense just has to catch up a little bit, just a little bit, because we're dead last in everything. And even in a game like tonight, when your guards are hitting everything, you would think we'd be in the 115, 120.
Yeah.
But no. It's like we still only end up with 17 assists. We got to move the ball a little bit more.
Got to move it. They got to move it, man. Started off moving it well, though. They started off moving it well, but when things got tight, again, we got to figure out how we're going to close. But I feel like the defensive identity is starting to take shape, so I'm certainly encouraged by that.
Word, for real. Like, when you have 6 guys shooting over 50% from the field on the team, move the ball.
You got to move it.
Move it.
Got to move it.
Keep going.
Yeah, man. My man Frank had it going tonight, though, man. Come on, man.
Yo, Frank was in his bag.
Frank was in his bag. Those mid-range elbow jumpers. He was splashing those. Oh, man. Frank was on his game. Hey, listen. Confidence. It's always about confidence with this kid, man. I mean, in the first shot you took, I mean, Clyde was literally about to jump onto the court and beg him to shoot it. Because it was like...
It's something about being away from MSG, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. He looks like a completely different player.
He turned it on. Yeah, TM in the chat said the Frank High was ready to go off tonight. Yeah, they was ready to go off tonight, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
If he didn't sit that much, if he didn't sit too long, and from the third to the fourth, he would have got his career high. But I feel like he came in the game in a weird part.
It was too late.
Yeah, it was kind of a little tight. Marcus decided he's gonna shoot everything, and so did Randall.
Yeah,
so like
the decisions were already made.
Decisions were already made.
Yeah.
Like when he came back in the game, it was like not getting his ball back.
Oh man,
I don't care if he was 85%. I think when he left the game, he was at 85%.
Damn, boy.
And it was like, you're not getting his ball back. It was like, oh, okay, well.
Sheesh. Well, that's how the game goes, man. Once again, Knicks lose. 109-104. Salute to Knicks Nation out there. Let me hit the reset. CP from KnicksFanTV. My man JL's from Nick of Time Show. This is #1 show for the fans, by the fans, where we talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and post-game live analysis featuring live callers, who we're going to get to shortly. If you're a diehard Knicks fan who loves to talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and post-game live analysis, hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Salute to all #new. If you're new in the chat, leave us a #new so we can shout you guys out. I want to shout out first and foremost Edgar Acevedo. He says he's new to the chat. He's coming in from Twitter. So salute to everybody watching from Twitter.
Okay.
He says Embiid is a scumbag. Refs gave him the phantom calls. On top of that, I agree 100%.
Yeah, man.
100% with everything he just said, man. I can't stand Embiid, bro. Can't stand Embiid, bro.
I hate him, yo.
Yeah, man.
Oh, God.
And you know what? What's so funny? I had a feeling either Mook or Portis was gonna get into it with him tonight. I had a feeling. Man. I was hoping it was Bobby. I was really hoping it was Bobby.
Yeah, because at least maybe we can withstand that.
Yeah.
I was kind of low key hoping that Mook got into something with him.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it. I'm not gonna
Yeah, man.
I didn't want him to get suspended, but I low key wanted to see it.
I was hoping him and Bobby would have tussled, man. I was looking forward to that, man. I was looking forward to it.
That's a fact. I was hoping Bobby's gonna have a flashback to those Chicago games.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out Jay Dilla. What's going on, Jay Dilla? Salute to the real Jay Dilla, man. Well, not the real Jay Dilla, but the more famous Jay Dilla, man. Rest in peace, Jay Dilla. He says we're looking better and better. And hey, I mean, like I said, the defense is certainly encouraging. You go up against a top defense tonight in the league, and again, they didn't back down. Obviously they went into a rut, but they didn't back down. So we give them a little bit of credit there, but no more victories tonight, JLs. We wanted that win tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Like I don't feel like the defense beat us. I feel like we beat ourselves.
We beat ourselves.
We beat ourselves.
We beat ourselves.
Like we had to make the correct plays. Now, if we miss those open shots, that's one thing, but we gotta move the ball to get those shots, man. Like
For sure. That's
the next step, man. I know. I've seen Fizz talking about how much Morris is a leader, and Morris texts him every morning. Hey, coach, what can I do?
Pass.
There you go. I'm letting you know what to tell Morris right now.
Pass.
Pass the ball.
Trust your teammates, man.
I'm sure they're gonna be looking at films tonight. Like, look, see that? Look, see that? Yo, they need. Remember last year when they had Mitchell Robinson doing push-ups every time he hit somebody with his hand on Every time they don't pass somebody the ball, somebody's open, they need to do 10 push-ups.
Facts. Oh, boy. All right, let's get to the phones, man. Let's hear from the nation tonight. Let's go to Florida, JL. Let's hear from Matt. What's going on, Matt?
You.
Hey, what do you say, guys?
How you doing, man? What do you?
JL, I completely agree with you. I think the refs were horrible tonight. Absolutely horrible. That flagrant foul on Marcus Morris was ridiculous. I miss the old school Knicks where in the final plays of the game where Randall got called for fighting through a screen. Yeah. That was ridiculous. That wouldn't have been
crazy. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. I didn't even see.
That's so ridiculous.
I saw nothing.
I just want to make light of one thing, and I'm sorry I cursed last time I was on.
Oh, good.
But that 17 point when we were up 17, and Fizz called the timeout, that changed the momentum of the game. And I again go back to coach. It's plain and simple, just dumb coaching. You don't switch the lineup when you got a hot hand going. And the guards were great tonight. Frank Ntilikina had his best game of the season. And as much as we want to roast Marcus Morris, dude, he was 4 out of 7 from downtown with 13 boards. And, Randall didn't turn it over as much as he typically does in the beginning of the season. So he's getting better in that stat area. Love Taj Gibson. I think Taj Gibson's a New York guy.
Oh yeah,
man.
Oh yeah. How about when he caught Embiid in the blender and for the slam? That was beautiful, man. Beautiful play. Oh my goodness. The 1-2 game between Frank and Taj is starting to pick up, man. I like that. That. He's catching him with the pick and pops. The pick and roll is being ran and executed much more. Got to give credit where credit is due. And Taj has just been playing excellent in supporting Cash roles for sure.
No question. I loved it, man. I just felt like we could have had this game tonight. I felt like we caught Philly with their pants down. They didn't expect us to hit like that. We had our threes early, and the guards were moving. There was a lot of good spacing on the court too, and the defense was tight. I mean, during that third quarter, we came out with a vengeance.
Yeah, and
really played good ball.
It was the third quarter of doom is usually how we started off. Instead, it's how we ended it.
Yeah. I feel like the second time that's
close game.
Got to close the games, man. I hear you, man.
I'm sick, and it is coaching. It is coaching, plain and simple. When you're up 17, you don't lift those guys out of the rotation. Whoever's working for you and has got the hot hand, you stick with them. Because it's obvious that the other team was having problems with Frank tonight, big time.
Yeah.
And he is proving himself. So I'll get off of the the hate brand Frank bandwagon.
Just for tonight,
right?
All right, thanks for the call, man. Yeah. I mean, JL saying, and people in the chat, you guys let me know, how would you have coached that part of the game? I mean, it was about 3 minutes left. You're up by 17. I figure you want to give your starters some rest to bring them back into the fourth in case you or Matt's saying step on their neck. You had them, you step on their neck. How would you have handled that?
I don't know how I would have handled it. Maybe I would have rolled with it, but I don't blame Fizz for it.
I don't really blame him for it. You got to hold that lead or at least maintain it.
Yeah, it's not like everybody else was garbage. Like the whole team is playing well.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't really blame Fizz I don't blame Fizz at all for this loss.
That's what I'm saying.
I actually feel like he coached a pretty damn good game. This one is on the players. Like the players have to, at the end of the day, make the right play.
I just think the fact that the second unit had in the second quarter giving you a good sign that they were coming together, like DSJ was having it, Portis, Dotson, they were playing well. I think Fizz had confidence that they would again at least keep it within 12 to 17 point lead going into the fourth. I don't think he expected the whole thing to come apart at the seams. But that's what ended up happening, man. That's what ended up happening.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it came close. I'm not gonna lie, man. I wasn't shocked when we lost the game. I mean, when the lead lost, I was like, here we go.
Yeah. When I saw it unraveling, I was like, here we go, man. Here we go, man. Damn, boy. I had $5 on this game too, JLs, man. I lost $5. Yeah, my homie's from Philly, man, and him and I, we always go back on everything Philly sports, man. I put a huge wager on this game tonight and lost. So he ended up calling me before the post game, got me tight, man.
Oh, you brave man. You was gonna beat the Sixers?
Gave me his CashApp info and everything, man.
That's funny.
Boom. All right, let's go back to the phones. Let's hear from Ron Cleveland. Ron, how you feeling tonight, man? I know you tight tonight. What's going on,
man? Man, let me get a cold one. let me get a cold one, man. I'm talking cold as the North Pole. Hey, I hear y'all trying to defend Fizz, man, but that's where all my eyes am going tonight, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna help y'all to see something differently.
Okay.
Fizdale, and I agree with the last caller, when he pulled that starting lineup, you don't do that, man. Especially, you know why you don't do that? As a basketball player, when you're on the road. You're in hostile territory. You go with your best lineup. Your best lineup has gotten you this lead. It's near the end of the quarter. You guess what? You keep putting your foot on their neck, and on top of that, you're going to have a TV timeout at the end of the quarter. He pulled those guys, and not only that, when you pull those guys, look what he left to be on the floor. You had Dennis Johnson. You had Dennis Smith.
I wish.
You had Dennis Smith. Yeah. You had DSJ. He ain't too confident about his shot, even though it fell in that when it was leaving his hand. I was like, I don't know. This 50-50. You got Portis. You got RJ, who wasn't having a good game. You had, who's the other kid?
Dotson was in there. Dotson and Knox.
Dotson and Knox. Knox wasn't playing good tonight. Knox' defense is so terrible, I don't know why he's even playing. I'm telling you right now, he don't even need to play. He don't need to play. If you can't play defense, you don't need to play. That guy was falling asleep at the wheel so much tonight. All those backdoor cuts. I'm watching this man, and I hadn't even called y'all guys in a few, man. You remember when I told y'all, I said Fizz is going to be fired by the end of January. He's going to be gone. He need to be gone before the end of December. Because tonight what he did, that loss is on him. And then on top of the point, I'm saving the cream of the crop for last. Frank Ntilikina on his way to a career high. And you pull this man, and you let him basically sit till about 6 minutes left in the game, when now Philly done got all the momentum. Yeah. I expected us to lose. because the guy's an idiot. He can't. He is not a good coach. I don't care what nobody say. Get him out of there. Get Mark Jackson, because enough is enough, man. I'm almost to the point, CPJ Ellis, man. I'm telling you, I haven't been like this in any of the seasons with the Knicks fans since the '90s. Since I've been watching the Knicks and been a Knicks fan, man. I'm talking back with the starter coat era. You heard me? You know what I mean? Patrick Ewing. I have never been to the point where I say, you know what? I don't even feel like watching these guys this season. As long as Fizdale the coach, I'm sorry.
Appreciate the call, right? I mean, listen, it was a good game still, JLs. You know, listen, this one, obviously I'm tired. I wanted to win, man, but
Yeah.
I can't. This wasn't one of those 20-point losses to the Kings. Obviously, we had a 17-point lead.
This is a title contender.
This is a title contender.
It's not like
this is a title contender, and we went into a 12-round fight and showed up for 10.
Exactly, and I mean I do agree that Knox's defense.
Yeah, Kev is coming back to earth. Kev is coming back to earth, man.
What? And that's why he only played 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's why, like, his defense is bad, man. Why is he getting worse by the what is happening? What is happening? Did you see when they had the backdoor play and he wasn't even looking at his man? He was like off into space. I was like, yo, why is Kevin Space Cadet? He doesn't look like he's checked in. He does not look like he's checked in. He looks like he's checked out. He looks like he's in space somewhere when he's playing, dog. I don't know what is up with him. He needs to pay attention.
Yeah, Kev is
something.
Kev is checked out, man. Kev has been certainly checked out. I don't know. He's got to get it together, man. He's got to get it together.
He's only paying attention on the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Ron was tight.
Yeah, Ron was super tight.
Was tight, man. Listen, I don't know. Again, I hear what you guys are saying. I hear what Ron and Matt are saying. You should have stepped on their neck. You had a 17-point lead. I can't be mad. I think the only thing you could say is that he kept them out for too long.
Yeah.
For too long. I can't be mad at him for subbing them at that point.
Yeah.
With the intention of getting them back in. But I do agree that, especially Frank, he left them out for too long.
I agree. I can agree with that point. But it's like putting him in putting them in at all. Like DSJ had 13 points in 15 minutes, dog. Like he's not like he was having 13 points in 15 minutes, 55% from the field, 66% from three, 2 for 3. And like he was playing all right in two assists. He was doing all right. You don't think the whole team's gonna fall apart when he's having a game like that.
That's right.
I don't know, man. I'm not completely putting this on Fizz, man. I'm putting this on the players, man. I feel like Fizz, even in the losses, has been kind of tinkering and doing some things right, man. Not gonna lie. Like he's putting more plays in. The guards are handling the ball more in pick and roll.
Much more in pick and roll.
More off-ball cuts in action.
Yeah. The
defense, we've been consistently been holding teams to like 104, 105 points for the last like couple of weeks. Right now, it's the players to me. Right now, the players have to execute.
You got to execute down the stretch, man. The game was there for the taking. You got to execute down the stretch.
Yeah.
Agreed. And Frank, of course, bailing out Fizz. He said he was getting a little tired. He said he trusts what Fizz was doing in terms of the rotation. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. Let's go to Ari's up. And Ari was not too happy about not winning the first ever Battle of the Fans, JLC. I heard from him on Instagram. I heard from him on YouTube. Ari took that one a little hard, man. He wasn't happy about it, man. Ari, how you feeling tonight, man?
I mean, that was a brutal loss. But regarding the fight, I mean, we also had I got clowned on July 1st when everyone said, you know, what happened with that, and then we know what happened with that afterwards. So don't worry. By the end of the season, there'll be more hashtags. Sorry, Ari's coming and all that. So don't worry. I took the receipts, so we'll let it rock. But you know, it's all right. But no, I don't think we're going to be hearing from Sergio tonight after the way Julius Randle played. Let's just put it that way. But but with regards to the like the Fizdale taking the guys out or not,
yeah,
you know,
It's like you gotta, like basketball, like most sports, is a game of momentum. When you have the momentum, you have to ride the wave. It's like when you're playing blackjack and you're sitting down at the table and you're catching cards. You don't move to a different blackjack table. You keep that until you keep sitting where you're sitting until you lose a couple hands, then you leave. So I do think. Listen, I do think he should have kept them in. And you know what? They were up by 17. If he could have pushed the lead to 22, they might not have even played Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid in the fourth quarter. They might have just packed it in, maybe. That's another thing that you have to consider also. But again, I don't really blame that on Fizz per se, but because I understand he wants to give them rest. But personally, I would have just stuck, stand on their neck. That's just me. But like what Jay Ellis was saying, and I agree with what Jay Ellis was saying, it's not Fizdale right now. It's this team, and it's because the roster of talent is not good. But more importantly, like I said after the Hornets game, we definitely have the lowest IQ team in the entire NBA. Like, these guys do not know. Like, Kevin Knox is not the sharpest tool in the shed. Let's just say that. That's obvious. I mean, Dennis Smith Jr., Julius Randle bringing the ball up, Morris not passing. Like, these guys, their basketball IQ is low, and we know this. They need a point guard, they don't even need a good point guard. They need Jared Jack.
So how about Frank? You weren't feeling Frank tonight, man? Frank gave you everything you could have asked for tonight, man.
No. No, I was high on Frank. I told you, listen, Frank, that was the second game that he's done it to me. All I say about Frank is that he just needs to be able to be, a threat on offense. He doesn't need to be a knockdown shooter. He doesn't need to be a great shooter. He doesn't need to break down a defense. He just needs to be somewhat reliable from shooting, and so far he is. He had a great game. I wanted him to get 20 points. I guess I'll have to wait another couple of years before that happens. But
hold on, Ari. Go ahead. JLs, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You know what it is right now, like in a game like tonight, is less about his ability and more about the respect and trust of other players. That's what it's really about. Because when Frank got in the game, Morris and Randall already had it in their head that nobody else was shooting.
Yeah.
Nobody else was shooting. And that was the real problem. Not that the guys were playing well. Like, they didn't trust them.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that one, JLs. They froze Frank. He had it going.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
New Orleans just freeze everybody. That's what they do. That's why we have to get rid of them.
Yeah,
but, I mean, I don't know. Too many people on Sergio, right? I took note of who voted for Sergio, by the way.
He took the receipts. All right, no doubt. We'll see what happens,
I have
man.
the list, but I'm gonna wait. We all know. I want to hear the Julius fans come public tonight. All right, go back. Let's hear the Hive tonight. All right,
man. That was Ari takes screenshots and notes. JLs.
Oh, man.
He was tight about that loss, man. Sergio came and got him, man. Sergio came and got him that night.
Oh, yeah. I actually took, the official vote, too. I went back on my YouTube.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, go to this video and actually vote so I can see the numbers.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, man.
They was going hard for Sergio. I think 1% is like, hold on, let me see if I can go back and look at it.
Yeah, man. If you guys in the chat did not see the first ever battle of the fans between Ari and Sergio, there's a link. Click the lowercase I icon. It's the top right hand side of your screen. It's the first link. Watch that video. JLs, I must have watched that video about 10 times, bro. I was rolling still like it was the first time.
Okay, yeah. I got Sergio 69%, Ari 23%.
Yeah.
And draw 7%. That's what
I mean, we tried to do a recount. We counted the ballots. Ari, you lost, man. So I can't sugarcoat it, man. You lost, man. Anyway, salute to everybody in the chat once again. Where you guys all checking in from? Where you guys watching this from? We got over 700 people watching on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook, Twitter. JLs, how are we looking on Facebook, man? We got to show our Facebook people some love every now and again, man. We always kind of forget about those guys.
Oh, my bad. I've been neglecting you.
Yeah, man. Everybody on YouTube, 30 cities in the chat. We can shout you guys out. Of course, we got House Flan checking in from Santa Clarita, California. Nick Flair checking in from White Plains, New York. What's going on, Nick? We got Big O the Third checking in from West Palm, Southside Jamaica, Queens. RT, what's going on? Carlos Martinez checking in from Australia, the land down under. All right, let's get back to the phones. Let's go to Jersey. Let's hear from Cap. He wants to talk about the loss tonight. Cap, how you feeling, man?
Hey, what's going on, CPJL? I just discovered the show. I think y'all doing a great job, so I just want to throw that out there.
Thank you.
Hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, man. Thank you, bro.
All right, for sure. But now I was going to talk about one thing, but first thing I want to say is that Knicks fans, this is going to be a possible year for Fitz, because it's going to be hindsight anything Fitz does because the team's so deep. You know what I'm saying? So now you talking about, oh, well, Knox should have played. That's going to make it in that game. They played well. The team
Cap,
played well.
sorry, Cap.
Whatever.
Cap, you gotta try to call back. Your service wasn't too good, man. It didn't make for good audio. Try to call back, Cap, and we'll get you in. Let's go to our guy Q from Brooklyn. Q, what's going on, bro? Yo, Q. Q. All right.
Ooh, yo.
Oh, there you go. Yo,
What's up, fellas?
Q, what's up, man? How you
What up,
feeling?
man?
Yo, I was getting water, man, and you said unmuted me,
I was
man.
like, yo,
Come
Q
on.
over here washing
Killing me.
dishes and shit, man. We had him on the line for too long, man.
No, I was drinking some crisp water, man, because the Knicks get me heated, man. I got to cool down before I can, get a drink. But yo, man, this first of all, let me shout out Ari Faxinato, man. That's old school right there. Old school KnicksFanTV, man. So
That's it, man.
I'm one of those old school cats, So I'll shout out Ari, but yeah, Sergio did win the poll, but I think the facts, if you look at the facts of what's really going on, is there's two things happening. That's not good. RJ and Frank, they're being frozen out by Randall and Mook. And I hate to say it, it's just like Frank was doing so great. Probably his best game of, period.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he just stopped being aggressive because once Randall and once Morris want that ball, he's like, all right, I'll go ahead
Back
and
to the
defer.
corner.
And then
Yep.
RJ doesn't touch the ball. RJ's a volume guy. He's got to touch the ball. When he starts percolating and doing his thing, he got to touch the ball.
Yeah, he's a volume
And
guy.
so
Agreed.
Mook will hold the ball, Randall will hold the ball, and they just create an imbalance in the team that we just don't need. So I'll tell you this, December 15th, that's my birthday, man. So I got a birthday wish, and my birthday wish is for Knox to, literally learn how to play D and not be Stevie Wonder out there. And then for Morris to be traded for an asset. Because plain and simple, I know Randall's going to be around, but we need Frank to play like that, play aggressive, going to the hole, shooting his jumper, playing his defense. And we need RJ to be that guy that's going to turn into the leader for the Knicks. So that's my point. And, shout out to Ari, man. That's my dog.
All right,
So,
no doubt, Q. No doubt, man.
Factonato for life.
He's no longer Ari Wildenato. He's Faxinato. Well, at least we know Q voted for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, we got
Ari
that.
could take some solace in that fact.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Part of that 23% or whatever voted.
Listen, I think again the confidence, the aggressiveness of Frank is still a work in progress. We know that. Some nights he turns it on, some nights he turns it off. This is his best game, I think, overall both ends since the Dallas game in Dallas. Right? The rest of the way he's had more defensive bright spots. Offensively, getting guys going, but scoring and defense tonight was his best night since Dallas for sure.
Yeah.
He has to command. He has to be more in command because, like Q said, he does defer to Julius and Mook down the stretch. It's okay as long as he's setting them up. I feel like he needs to be setting them up to get more rhythm shots.
I think that's the thing too. Like, Morris, give the ball up. Like, he will give it back to you.
Right.
Facts.
He's gonna give it back to you.
Yeah, like, just let him do his thing, set you up, get you an easy bucket or something. Cause man, this is nuts. You can't. It's not all about you all the time. Like, I know you left Boston so you have more time, more shots, and more leeway. But man, wheel it in.
Yeah, gotta reel it in, man. Listen, he was home. He was in Philly. He wanted to show out in front of the family and whatnot. But he hit some clutch jumpers. But then there was just some bad shots, man. He tried to hit that one-legged step back. That one was no good. And they had the pick and roll to Mitch. They busted it twice. They got it in twice. Went away from it. Run it again. Again, just bungled it down the stretch, man.
Definitely, man. I kind of like his game, but he needs to wheel it in, man.
Yeah.
It's funny because I feel like overall Julius has been more willing to wheel it in. Overall.
Yeah.
But I need Morris to do that too. Even though I hated what Julius did today by freezing out RJ.
Oh that was come on, man. Come on, man.
But overall, Julius had the most to grow.
Sure.
He had the. I need Randall to follow suit.
Agreed. Let's shout out some more people in the chat. Let's shout out Mo Cashy checking in from LI. We got Jamie Peralta checking in from Freeport, Long Island. Stand up. What's going on? We got Kevin Kojic checking in from Shaolin, Staten Island. Who you want to shout out, JLs?
Yo, got Flacco. What's good, Flacco?
Flacco, what up?
Izzy Cud, Rich Jim. They got they call me Tax always in here representing the mod. A shout out to Gene Lamore, Dante Level. I think I saw Craig Williams in here earlier too.
Okay.
And the ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie, man. I want to shout out Jean-Louis checking in from Paris, France. He's up late checking out the Frank highlights. Obviously, Frank did well, so Jean-Louis checking in with us. So bonjour, Jean-Louis.
I got Jean Lemore here too.
Oh, okay. We're international with it tonight. Okay, all right. So shout out Ty Vincent, Vancouver, Canada, man. That's always a place I want to go to, man. I definitely want to go to Vancouver. Our hair is very nice, looks dope. So shout out at Vancouver. Let's go to LI. Mo Cash wants to talk. Okay. Mo Cash, what's going on, man?
Yo, hello?
Yep, what's good, bro?
All right, man. I don't know where I want to start. Listen, in that third quarter, listen, man, Fizdale, he got to do better, bro. He cannot take those dudes out down the stretch in that third quarter. Like, Knox, worst defense I ever seen in my life. It's like he doesn't even know what's going on out there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Kevin's becoming a liability right now, man. And he started the season off so well.
Yeah, like, I want him to play. I really want him to play, but if he can't play no D, Anyway, though,
yeah.
Julius, he got to pass that ball. He has to. I'm gonna tell you right now why I think we lost the game. It was a fast break. RJ was sitting wide open in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Julius not passing to him. It was a little scramble. I think we lost the possession. Next possession, RJ comes down. He pump fakes. He shoots that bad shot from the wing.
Terrible shot, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Scott comes down, hits the three. I already knew we lost after that.
Yeah, it was rough, man. I agree, man. And listen, Julius has done a better job, JLS, of not forcing things, but again, in crunch time, he certainly did.
Yeah, I think he only had one turnover last the game before.
True.
Only for one turnover the game before that. Two tonight. Coming in critical times, man. Critical times.
Absolutely, man. I want to shout out Pierce Crossley checking in London, England in the building. We got a couple people from checking in from London. We got Joaquin Saavedra checking in from Montevideo, Uruguay, man.
Okay, Uruguay.
We in South America tonight, JLs.
All right.
Yeah, we're all over the map right now.
All right, shout out to Ama Zement.
Yeah.
717. Shout out to you.
Okay.
All right. And next level, shout out to you from Houston.
Yeah,
next
man.
level.
Apple fanboy checking in from Buffalo as usual. All right, back to the phones. Let's go to Escott from Atlanta. Escott, what's going on, man? Shout out ATL. What's going on, bro?
Well, what's going on, fellas? CPJ Ellis?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, man. Go ahead,
Yep.
bro.
All right, yeah, I just want to talk about is it me or is like the foul calling? Is like, you hear like the Knicks only shooting 3 free throws in the first half. It's like the Knicks drive to the hoop more than anybody, and they don't get no calls.
It's embarrassing,
You know,
man.
and
We went
then-
to the line 15 times tonight. RJ gets no love.
RJ got no love.
No love. 0 free
And-
throw attempts from RJ
and-
tonight.
You know that's come on.
Yeah,
That's
and I don't know if
rookie treatment.
That's the rookie treatment because he's getting aggressive. He's trying to get to the line. 0. Sixers shot 26.
Yeah, and I don't know if y'all noticed, like, since the 5th game, like RJ, his scoring has went down. I think he's probably got hurt, from getting knocked around and stuff like that because he's playing with the right quad contusion and stuff like that.
Right.
So he's not as much more aggressive. He's still playing, but he's not getting the calls.
Yeah.
And then the thing with Kevin Knox, I know everybody calling for Kevin Knox to play, but if you watch him in the game, it's like he just don't have that dog in him. It's like, he's playing with his mouthpiece like he's Steph Curry. Dude, you got to bring it.
You got to put that mouthpiece in, man.
You know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
S-Guy, man. Shout out S-Guy.
Nah.
Go ahead, JLs.
If he's gonna play defense like that, he gets what he got tonight. 10 minutes, maybe less. To be honest with you, I don't need nothing. Like we got other shooting guards who can play small forward.
Yeah.
We got plenty of those, man. Like I'll take if you not at least Wayne Ellington plays defense. I'll put Wayne Ellington in and put you on the bench if you're gonna do that.
At least he tries on defense, right?
At least he tries. Like at least he's
Yeah.
gonna put effort in there. Like Jesus.
I was and shout out John Smilk, WFAN 660. We did a podcast yesterday. I just posted it on my YouTube tonight. So if you guys want to listen to that tomorrow, so it'll be up. It'll be up on the podcast as well tomorrow. But we talked about in terms of Kev. This is a pivotal stretch for Kev because you got Bullock on the way. You got Iggy. Iggy's putting up numbers now in the G League.
Yep.
So Kev has to be careful, man, because obviously the acquisitions of Morrison, Randall, and Portis have kind of set him back in terms of guaranteed minutes. But with Bullock on the way in and with Iggy playing, Kev has to be careful, man. Kev has to be careful. He's got to step it up.
I was definitely thinking about Iggy's 36 yesterday when Kev was showing me nothing.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, he hit that 3. It was nice, but you gotta wake up, man. You
Absolutely.
can't have back-to-back bad defensive plays.
Yeah. Nah, Kev has to wake up, man. This is a pivotal stretch for Kev. Salute to Ed Santana, Macho Man Logic. What's going on? Yeah, as I said, guys, remember, if you guys are new in the chat, remember this show is also available in audio podcast format. Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Amazon, Alexa, all on the KnicksFanTV. Tonight's episode will be up sometime in the morning, so if you guys got to go to work in the morning or whatever, all the content is there, all the interviews, all the live streams, all the post-game shows, everything is there. So the mods will throw the links into the chat as well, but the links are also in the video description. All right, JLs, let's hear from the champion of the first ever Battle of the Fans. He goes by Sergio from Jersey. Sergio, how you feeling today?
Champ is here.
The champ is here. Sergio, what's going on?
I don't want to talk about losses because we're going to have plenty of time during the season to talk about that.
Okay.
I want to talk about this controversy regarding my title belt, bro. You know what I'm saying? I see there's a lot of people in the chat wearing their Waldonado family reunion shirts. A lot of cats in the chat wearing their shirts. You know what I'm saying? But seeing that your man Ari Kellerman can't keep my name out of his mouth, and he says that the numbers don't lie. So let's talk about some numbers, all right?
All right.
We're going to use career numbers.
Okay.
Julius Randle, career numbers, 16, 11, 3 on 50% shooting, 72% free throws. All right, you're not convinced. All right, let's talk about efficiency rating. His career efficiency rating is 17.5. Would you like to hear a couple of players that had a worse efficiency rating than him? Mike Conley, Bradley Beal, Jrue Holiday, and Tobias Harris. Oh, wait, you're not sold yet. All right, no doubt. Let's go with the per 36. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 3.5 assists on 50% shooting, 72% free throws. And because this nigga said he don't shoot no threes, if we take the threes out, he's shooting 52%. All right, you're still not sold. You're still not sold. Let's go with the abysmal win shares that your man was talking about. Last year, Julius Randle was 6.1. Again, would you like to hear the players that had a lesser win share than him? C.J. McCollum, Darren Fox, Jrue Holiday. Check this: Klay Thompson, Jamal Murray, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, and hold on to your hats, and fucking Luka Doncic.
Oh,
wait, my bad. Oh, wait. Julius don't pass. He don't pass. Right? Oh, shit, hold up.
Yeah, he had 4 dimes last year. We know he's on pace. He's on pace.
Yo, he don't pass, right? All right, so he don't pass. He's third in the NBA among power forwards in assists. Do you know who's number one? Does anybody in the chat? Waldonados? Anybody? Yo, the man is the MVP. Is number one, Giannis, and he's third in assists. Right? Yo, what? He needs more. I keep going. All right. Yo, hold on. It's the turnovers, right? Everybody says, it's the turnovers, stupid. All right, so let's talk about turnovers. He's 13th in the league currently in turnovers. Again, would you like to hear the list of people that are worse than him? Bradley Beal, Jrue Holiday, Ja Morant, Andre Drummond, your boy Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Giannis, Trey, and your boy James Harden. All right, you know what? Julius Randle's overpaid, right? Let's say he's overpaid. At $18 million a year, he's a waste of money. Let's get rid of him. All right, let's look at some of the dudes that's getting paid more than him. Alan Crabb, Evan Turner, Tyler Johnson, Harrison Barnes, Chandler Parsons, and Nicholas Batum. Now, you telling me any of them cats is better than Julius Randle? Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm for the kappa. After he broke his leg the first
Oh, my God. He's got more. He's
averaged 78 games per season. 78 games per season on average after he broke his leg. So your man is young. He's durable. He has all-star potential. And he's on an under-market contract. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, oh, you can't rebuild in New York, they're talking about Ari. Because fans like Ari always complaining about the players they have when they're not even looking at what they have. You know what I'm saying? So, Young Buck, before you try to call me out or say I ain't going to call, he could have called 0 points. He could have got 0 points, and I would still call, and I'll still defend him.
All right.
It's an 82-round fight. It's an 82-round fight, and I'm in it to win it.
In it to win it. Sergio from Jersey, Jay Ellis. They're setting it up for the super fight. They're setting it up for the super fight. The fans want to see it. Jay Ellis, just when we thought Sergio, he got the belt. We thought he was gonna rest on his laurels. You know what I mean? Just enjoy the victory. He came back stronger, man.
Yeah,
with stats.
He learned from yesterday. He was like, "Oh, Ari got stats. Fine, I'm gonna come back with stats." Came back with a few stats of his own.
Hey,
he's like, "Oh, he wasn't efficient." Well, he was one of the most efficient power forwards last season. But I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna give you the per numbers. I'm gonna give you the 3-point numbers. I'm gonna give you all the numbers. I'm gonna let you know.
Sergio comes back with the Gatling gun. I mean, I thought he was just going to be chilling, man. I thought he was just going to chill, hang up with the boots tonight and just listen in. Oof.
Came in like Dylan spitting hot
Oof.
fire. Oh,
man.
My God.
Oof. Was that Ether? I mean, I saw Ether in the chat.
So.
Somebody said Ether in the chat.
I think so.
Uh-oh. Man, all right. Oof, Jamal from Jersey. I don't know how you're gonna top that, man. But let's talk. How you feeling, man?
Man, I don't even know what's going on with that. I'm in a whole different lane. I don't even know what's happening. It sounded good though.
How you feeling tonight, man? What'd you think about the game, man?
My first point is, I guess we now know that the Sixers and the rest is the reason why we signed 7 power forwards, because they call all these fouls, and you definitely needed them all.
Basically.
Secondly, I gotta point a little bit at Fizz a little bit. I feel like with this team being young and on the rise, you have to go for the win. And there's lessons to be learned by having them out there playing through it. You're not going to always be 9, 10 guys deep. The guys got to learn how to win. So sometimes you have to leave them out there and just see how it go. And I go all the way back to the second quarter when DSJ was hitting. You should have just took him. You should have left him in the game instead of taking him out at his allotted time for rest. Like, wait till the guy miss a shot or two. Don't just sit him down because, all right, he's been out there for 3 minutes. Now it's time to get so-and-so back in. Sometimes you got to ride it out and let them learn on the floor like Phil used to do. And that's just my only beef with the way he just did the mass substitution.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair points.
Let him ride it out.
Yeah.
There's lessons to be learned with having them out there, too. They're going to have to be out there at some point to learn how to win these games.
True. It's true.
And you ain't playing for no title or nothing, so let them learn sometimes. Not every night, just sometimes.
Okay. All right.
And I also feel like Julius Randle, the play when he didn't hit RJ in the corner, lost the game because RJ's never animated. He had his arms up in the air. He's a young alpha dog. He took his shots. Then it was all downhill from there. Morris won the Dallas Mavericks game at the end, so of course he's going to feel like he had the right to go down the stretch again. And you recruited him and Randle on the premise of being the man, so that's what they trying. And that's all I got for y'all tonight.
All right, good points, man. Good points made. Jamal from Jersey, man. Good points made, man. All right. Let's go to Nate. JL, so I'm going to throw it over to you. I'm going to step away for a second. I think Ari's on the line. We may have round 2 on the way. All right, Nate. Nate, you're up, man. How you feeling, man?
Let's go, Nate.
All right, what up, guys? Yeah, shout out to Julius Randle's uncle for calling in. That was pretty cool. But
man, it's getting spicy over there.
Nah, he was saying some things because I thought Julius Randle was gonna be good coming in. He hasn't been good now, but I still think he's not as bad as he's playing right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's not what I want to talk about though. I want to talk about the rotations because I'm hearing a lot of people. They're calling out Fizdale for basically not like subbing out how you want him to, but like we gotta think, like, what was our beef with Fizdale before? It was that we didn't know like what he wanted to do with the players. He's still like trying to figure out rotations. Mm-hmm. And now that we settled on a rotation that's looked pretty good for like the past 5 to 6 games. Yeah. And keep in mind, I'm not a Fizdale guy, but like we have something going right now, so I don't get why we want to deviate from that. Like what's like working? Like we were in this game for a while. Sometimes, like the Sixers are a better team than us. Like I was expecting to get blown out. Like we had a good game tonight. We just got to take that away. I think where you can get on Fizdale, and like where I always get mad at Fizdale about is that he doesn't trust the guards enough. And because like we saw what happened with Randle and Morris. Frank was in the game, but you would see as soon as he dribbled it up court, he was immediately looking for Morris every time. Yep. And I think that has more to do with Fizdale's play calling. And granted, Morris earned that because he's been playing good this whole season, but I think I really want to see like just more trust from the guards. It's getting better as we go on, but it's not where it needs to be right now.
Fair point.
It just sucks.
All right, Nate. JL's guy, man.
I disagree with that. That's on Fizdale because like these guys, Fizdale promotes free flowing basketball. Like he doesn't have like kind of set plays, but he has like a read and react thing going. So if Morris is not giving him the ball, it's because Morris don't want to give him the ball.
Right.
That's not on Fizz. That's them just going, oh, I'm reading and reacting to what's going on. Give me the ball now. Like that's that's what it was. And then when they started chucking, that's when they called timeout and let RJ try to take over, even though it didn't work. But I don't believe that was Fizz's fault at all. That's more on the players. The players have to kind of, trust more. And hopefully Fizz gives them an earful.
Agreed.
Morris texts them in the middle of the night.
Coach, what do you need? Pass the damn ball, man.
Pass the damn ball.
Yeah. Hey. Listen, I agree. Like you said, they are running sets out there, but once they get in that read and react, it's up to the player to make the move. And what you're seeing with Morris and Randle is that they're trying to win it all by themselves. Mm-hmm. And it's again, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be taking the shots or that they shouldn't be having the ball in the stretch. It just has to be within the flow of the offense.
Right. Like it doesn't have to be every shot. Like
it doesn't have to be every shot.
You have the ball, someone is open, kick it to the corner.
Factuals, man. All right, let's go with one more call, and then we're gonna hear from Ari, man. See, Sergio came out with the AR, bro. I'm not sure how Ari's gonna recover from this. Max from the Bronx, what's going on, Max?
Oh, CPJL is what's good.
Yo, what up?
listen. I think I missed this. I don't know. Sergio's related to Randall. Maybe they grew up together down in Texas or something. I don't know. So I want Sergio because this is one of the few times I've ever agreed with Ari on anything.
Okay.
So all them stats, he still couldn't pass to a wide open RJ on the wing, right? He couldn't. He didn't know that, right?
That's a fact. I mean, stats will only tell you part of the story. I agree. But go ahead.
Yeah. When we're running this set out of bounds, all he has to do is he never sets a proper pick ever. So the one time he tries to set a proper pick, we get an offensive foul. Basically, game's completely over now because they end up having to shoot free throws for the rest of the game. Listen, one thing Sergio has to understand: stats don't matter. We watch games. Julius Randle has a low basketball IQ. This can't be debated. It can't be refuted. Nothing. Okay. So I want everybody knows this shouldn't be a debate. Now, when you talk about Frank, listen, I think that they gotta have to trade Randall because how do you shoot 6 for 8, 5 for 6, whatever it was at the time at the end of the third quarter, and you never see the ball again? Like there's nobody on their team that goes, "Oh, Frank is hot. Let's give him the ball. He's doing good." There's all these veterans on the team. They don't know that.
Yep.
That's my problem with the team. It's like, Morris had a fast break. We're down by 1. There's people open everywhere. He decides to shoot. I don't know what he was thinking.
Yep.
And he's complaining about the layup. He's on the floor. Mike Scott, wide open 3.
Wide open. Mike Scott was bombing away from me. He always kills us, man. Whether he's wearing a Hawks jersey, Sixers jersey, he kills us all the time. My man was shooting threes from the bench.
Yep.
But I think the positives are this. Well, one more thing. You cannot play Knox 10 minutes. I don't care. You can't play anybody 10 minutes and expect them to change the game or anything like that. Even though he was awful on defense, and this guy, Tybull, was just running around, and he gets wide open within like a minute, 2 seconds. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, Kevin Knox has such bad defensive instinct. He needs reps. He needs teaching. He needs like a classroom setting. He needs to be screened at every day for him to learn because he just has bad defensive instinct. But
he doesn't pay attention, man.
I'm sorry.
Facts.
It's
too many lapses, man. It's just too many lapses, man.
That's the thing with Knox. Like he comes in, I feel like it's a mental thing. It's not even like he doesn't. It's not even that he doesn't know what he's doing. He just checks out because you'll watch one game where he reacts perfectly fine, and he's engaged, and then you'll watch another game and he's totally checked out. He has no idea what's going on, yo. It's between the ears, man. That's not even the teaching thing. He just checks out.
True story, man. All right, let's get to CP the artist, and then we're gonna hear from Ari and Sergio round 2. CP, what's going on, man?
What's going on, fellas? Nice to hear from you. Make this real quick. Yep. I think everybody made great points, but I think everybody is on 2 different extremes. I think Sergio, what he's talking about is Julius Randle's potential. And what I wanted to talk about, what I see that goes wrong in the games is that we basically have no closer. So Fizdale is putting all his trust in Mook and Randle to bring us home.
Yeah.
Now, when you have those two, knowing that they are the two that are going to close, they're not going to put any trust in Frank or RJ in the thing. So that's the dilemma that we have. And I think going forward in the future, somebody made a point, why don't we give the RJ the ball and so forth and so on, or Frank when they're hot? I think Fizzle is not trusting those guys to finish. I want to know if you guys see that too.
But he gave RJ the ball like right after, maybe not Frank, but right after
he missed him.
Randall snubbed him.
Yeah, he did get him, but he took a bad shot.
Yeah, Fizz called the timeout.
Yeah,
and then RJ got the ball 2 times in a row. And then right after that, you saw Mook actually play pick and roll 2 times and try to get other people involved. The pick and roll with Mitch. So I agree, and I agree and disagree at the same time. I'm kind of with you.
Okay. All right. Well, that's about it. Thanks
All right, man.
for taking my call.
Of course, bro. Thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for supporting us, man. All right, Jails. Well, let's get down to business here, man. The Battle of the Fans first edition was a success.
Yeah.
We thought both fighters had retracted to their respective corners after the first fight, but it seems like they want some more.
Jesus.
So we got Ari on the line. Ari's ready to go. Ari, are you there?
I'm here. Yeah. Yep.
All right, cool.
I have the poll set up too already.
You got the poll set up already. All right.
Yeah. Let's see if this one's public. Let's see if this.
Hang on. Is Sergio on the line?
What's up, Ari?
What's up, bro?
This nigga so mad. Oh, don't be mad, bro. Don't be mad, bro.
Hang on. Let me get my music on here.
Don't be mad. Let
me get
No, man.
All right, we
but technically, gentlemen.
Well, we gotta let Ari go because Sergio, you left off.
No, really, a third fight really isn't necessary. But okay, go ahead.
All right, Ari, kick it off, man. Round one, let's go.
All right. Well, first of all, the only reason why anybody even knows who you are, Sergio, is because of me. So you can just
personal attack.
Keep it clean, man. Keep it clean.
Okay. All right. Number two.
Yo, his feelings are hurt, son.
all those stats you pulled up.
But you said numbers don't lie. That's what you said. Numbers don't lie.
I know numbers don't lie.
You said numbers don't lie. So I just gave to you what you gave to me, my man. Go ahead. Rock out, baby. Rock out. I'm listening.
You made one mistake, man. Your stats were all from every single year besides the 1 year he's on our actual team. Like, I don't care what he did in 2000.
No. That's because somebody said I was using a 1 game sample size. So I used a full season sample size. And as far as the 6.1, I used that from last year.
Team, at a completely different coach, completely different system, completely different salary cap.
Completely different team, with a completely different coach, with completely different players. Oh, so you're just parroting what I told you yesterday.
No, what I'm trying to explain to you is those stats are meaningless because they're not of this season, and we don't care what he did 2 years ago. We care what he did now. And that's the whole point.
So then why did we give him a $63 million contract if it ain't about his numbers from last year?
I don't know. Maybe because
my man, you reaching.
retarded. I don't know.
You know what? Get me another contender, bro. Get me another contender.
Okay. All right, let me ask you another question. Why were all your statistics? I didn't see anything about defensive statistics.
Yo, basketball.
Where were the defensive statistics?
All right, let me ask you a question. What NBA are you watching? You stuck in the 90s. What NBA are you watching? Who plays defense in today's NBA? Maybe 10 players? NBA. Like 10 players.
I'm watching
the NBA
that Julius Randle turns the ball over 6 times a game, goes 5 for 15, and doesn't pass the ball to RJ Barrett.
I just gave you 13 other players who are worse than him, and they are MVP caliber players. And you trying to crap on my man. I'm just going after Julius because you was shitting on him. Had you not smacked on him so hard, I wouldn't have said nothing.
Who is an MVP caliber player that's worse than Julius Randle? Are you kidding me?
You sound like Republicans,
isn't even an all-star.
You sound like Republicans, bro.
Dude, are you kidding me? Name an MVP caliber player that's worse than Julius Randle. Name an MVP caliber.
No, we talking about turnovers, my man. Turnovers. You said turnovers. You know, every point that you put out, I smacked it down. You said turnovers, and I gave you 13 players. MVP caliber players that turn over the ball more than he does.
Because they're point guards.
And you crying about turnovers.
James Harden and Russell Westbrook, they have the ball in their hands all game. Of course they're going to have more turnovers.
Is Julius' usage up?
Are you kidding me?
Look at the basketball reference. Look at basketball reference. Every year his usage went up, his turnovers went up.
Legitimately idiotic.
That goes up with usage.
No offense.
That goes up with usage.
No offense.
Any player that handles the ball more is going to turn the ball over more. He's not a guard.
Who handles the ball more, James Harden or Julius Randle?
That's why he turns the ball
It
over
depends
more.
on what team you're playing
ball
on.
in his hand
It
more.
depends on what team you're playing on. If you're playing on the Knicks, it's Julius Randle.
It was a shooting fee. That's the whole point of this debate.
$18 million to do so. And
Dude,
what's really
Julius
funny is I'm
Randle-
not his uncle. I'm really not his uncle. I'm just an instigator. You was talking smack.
Yeah,
I really don't care about your fanboys. You was just talking smack, and I had to come in here and I had to smack you down.
No. You know what it is? You're
talking
a
nonsense.
dude.
You're a
You're a
typical.
clever
You
dude.
said I'm a delusional Knicks fan. You are a typical Knicks fan. You're the Knicks fan that always
You're a
tries to
delusional
complain
Randall fan.
until the front office gets under enough pressure, and then they blow it up because it's people like you always crying. Yo, my dude.
When did I ever say?
These players are good. These players are good. All right, so maybe the coaches suck.
Are they?
All right,
Are they?
maybe
They're so
Julius
good.
doesn't know how to pass every now and again. Yeah, maybe his IQ is low. But you know what? It'll get better. The same way he's gotten better every year he's played. Look, we just said it earlier.
Every year
So
he's
it
not
looks like
responsible
Julius
to be the
is
number
starting
one
to
guy.
open up a little bit about passing and trying to make the right plays. Yo, this is what we're going to do to settle this. This is an 82-round fight. This is what we're going to do to settle this. I want T-shirts made. A T-shirt with a garbage can with Julius Randle's head popping out, and it's going to say on top, Julius is trash, and on the bottom it's going to say hashtag Team Ari. We're going to get another shirt with Julius's face. He's going to have little hearts in his eyes, and...
Yo, what happened to Sergio? Wait, yo, Sergio still there?
Where'd he go?
Oh, man, what
Where'd he
happened?
go? Guys,
Lost the connection.
Guys talking about James Harden turns the ball over more than Julius Randle, so Julius Randle's better than James Harden. Is this guy retarded? Is that a real comment? What are you seriously? Like he is just an instigator. He's just trying to get my clout. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get my clout and get Jay Ellis to make T-shirts.
Sergio, man, Sergio.
Right?
Sergio, if you don't return back to the ring, that's a 10 count, man. We gotta give this one to Ari, man. I didn't cut him off. His line is still open.
He's citing turnovers, being like, it's such a. Oh my god, man! Does he watch basketball? Saying MVP players are worse than Julius Randle. You kidding me? We have talented players.
You sound like Republicans.
We have the third.
Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back. Sergio, what happened, man? We thought we lost you, man. What happened?
Nah, I'm muting my mic by accident. But yo, what I was saying was, this is the 82-round fight, right? Me and Ari can't go back and forth every game. And I don't know if you heard me, Ari. I'm not really that. I love Julius Randle as a player, but I'm not his uncle. And the only reason I even got into this is because you was talking mad nonsense. So I had to come in here and smack you down. But I can't smack you down every other time he does good, and you can't come at me every time he does bad. So this is what we're going to do. We're
You
gonna
don't
get
want
the
to play
T-shirts.
that game. 'Cause I'm
We're going to get the
smacking you all
T-shirts,
the
bro. We're going
time,
to get
dude.
T-shirts. Yo, a T-shirt with a garbage can with Julius's face popping out the top. It's going to say Julius is trash, Team Ari on the bottom. If I lose at the end of the season, I'm going to come down to the bar, I'm going to wear that shirt, and everybody's going to take pictures, and I'm going to buy a round of drink. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay,
if you lose,
so what's the
if you
measurement?
lose, I want you to get extra large, dude. I know you. Don't worry. I get at the children's aisle. Don't worry. But yo, I want Julius's face on a shirt with hearts in his eyes, and it says "I love Julius," and it's gonna say hashtag Team Julius, and you're gonna wear it because we can't do this every time.
Ari, is that a bet? Are you accepting this bet, Ari? Are you accepting this bet?
Yo, put your money where your mouth is.
What is the, like? How do we decide who wins?
What is going to be the ultimate factor?
You saying Julius is trash? I'm saying Julius by the end of the season is going to have a better season than what you're saying he is.
And what does that mean?
Yeah, but you don't know what I'm saying it is.
Right now,
we need an
what's he
objective
doing? 16 and 9.
objective
What's he
measure.
doing? 16 and 9? I guarantee
he's gonna
by
be
the
an
end of the
all-star? Do you
season
think
he's
he's gonna be an
going to
all-star?
at least 18 or 19 a game.
No, I don't care about how many points he gets a game. I care about his field goal percentage, his turnovers, and his win shares, and that. Is he going to be an all-star? Do you think he's going to be an all-star?
It's all
I'll give you
gonna
2 to
improve.
1.
It's
I'll
all
give you
going to
2 to
improve
1 that he's not
and
an
what it
all-star.
is right now. It's all going to improve. I guarantee it. All of it.
Yeah, it can only improve. He's starting from the bottom.
We need numbers, man. We need numbers, fellas. We need numbers, man.
We might have to decide on numbers off air or something.
Facts, man.
To clarify what
Good fight, fellas. Throw your winners in the chat. Ari versus Sergio, round 2.
Round. Is that 3? Is it 3?
Well, that was two. That was two. Yeah, who won, man? Who won? I don't know, man.
I don't know, but I got the polls up in my chat.
Throw your winners in the chat. What do you guys say in the chat, man? Now we got to get these shirts made.
Yeah, if you click the I on my top right corner, you can vote right there. Sergio, Ari, or draw.
Chat.
I don't know why draw's still there, but it's there.
Chat's rolling with Ari tonight. If Team Ari wins it tonight, looks like it. It looks like Ari's. Oh, but I'm seeing some Sergios now. All right, we're coming close to Election Day, man. We're about a year away from Election Day, JLs. It's getting toasty in here. Tony P, what's going on?
Sergio, Ari.
I'm seeing a lot of Aries, man. Let's go to the phones. Let's see what some of these guys on the phone think. Let's start with Cole from New Jersey. Cole, who do you think won that fight, man? We'll get back to your point, but who do you think won that fight? Yep. All right, I'm not sure what Cole was doing. All right, Blake.
Yeah, Cole.
Blake, who won that fight, man?
Dude, you asked me this the other night, and I was debating whether I wanted to go with Ari or Sergio. But if it's not if it's not Ari by a mile tonight, I don't know what you guys are thinking. Ari by a mile, and it's not even close.
All right. Hang tight, Blake.
What I was going to talk about.
Hang tight, Blake. We're gonna get right back to you, man. James from Brooklyn, who won that fight tonight, man?
I'm gonna go ahead and say Sergio.
Oh,
you have
okay.
Too much. Yeah, you have too much facts and stats to come up against. And Randall right now is that Randall's playing great basketball. Outside of his 5 for 13 shooting tonight, he's no longer running point, but he's doing his thing, and I like the way he's been playing the last few games.
Hang on 1 second, man. Hang on. Q, you still there? Who won that fight tonight, man?
Yo, you know who won that fight. You know who won that fight. Ari won that fight. Everybody got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Ari punched him right in the mouth. And, Sergio all on stats, but I'm an old school Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan since 5 years old. So, stats are great. Sergio did get him when he talked to him about stats, because Ari did pull up the stats card. But let's be real. At the end of the season, who will judge Randall? The fans. And we're going to want Randall out of town. That's all I got to say. Peace.
Thank you. Drops the mic. Carlos from Jersey, man. Who won the fight tonight, man?
I was late catching that, but it's a tough call, man. You guys tell me who won the fight. I just have one quick point about Fizdale.
All right. We're going to get back to your Fizz point 1 second. I think Ari won tonight, JLs. Yeah. I think Ari won tonight. Listen, stats can only tell you one thing. You know what I mean? You can stats are like political polls. You could always twist the numbers to make it look a certain way. I mean, I remember one time they were looking at either win shares or PER when they were talking about Rudy Gobert, and it was like better than Michael Jordan. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like, come on, you gotta. Yes, stats can tell you something, but you also got to put it together with the eye test and combine it to really tell you the full picture.
Yeah, some people can manipulate stats to kind of
easily.
Like somebody was trying to tell me a few years ago that Kyle Quinn was better than KP.
Yeah,
because
never in a million years.
A better plus minus or something. I was like, no, you bugging.
Yeah, no, you can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, I can see. I think I'm leaning towards Ari as well, only because of the last year stats thing.
Right.
Maybe Sergio should have leaned more on the potential argument than the stats argument.
Okay, I agree with that.
And then maybe he might have edged it out, but he went with the stats argument.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's have a couple more people. Chris from Jersey, who won the fight tonight, man?
I don't know. I mean, I think that Sergio was just talking about why the Knicks signed him, because he was just comparing stats from last year. And Ari's just saying how Randall sucks this year, But it's weird. I mean, stats can only tell you one thing. Bill Belichick wasn't the greatest coach forever, he sucked at one point when he was with the Browns. But now he's this great coach. But I definitely think that Ari kind of won because, like, you know, Randall is just, he's not that go-to player, and he's not that player that, you know, that the Knicks kind of need. Like, they wanted something better than Randall, but they kind of like settled for Randall. But yeah, you know, I really think that Ari won this fight.
Okay, all right, appreciate the call, man.
Like,
go ahead, Jails.
Randall is like a grooming thing too, because you forget Randall looks like a grown man, but Randall's only 24.
He's only 24, man. He's a young guy.
Yeah, he's not. He's like a couple of years away from his prime, and it's his first time being the guy. So he's gonna have to grow too into that role. So
agreed.
Yeah.
Los Maine from North Carolina wants to chime in. Los Maine, who won the fight tonight, man?
Hey, Serge all day. I'm going with Serge. Only reason I'm going with Serge because he brought in stats, and I think Ari, he kind of just, you know, he brought in stats too. But I'm going with Serge, and that's all I got to say.
All right, Los Maine, appreciate the support, man. Always in here. Thank you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and last but not least, Delano from North Carolina. Both of them North Carolina. Delano, what's going on? Do you know Los Maine, Delano?
Yeah, salute. What's going on, everybody? Nah, I don't know him.
All right, who won the fight tonight?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I got Ari winning this one. Everything that Sergio was naming, that's great. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, PER and all that good stuff, efficiency, great analytic stuff. At the end of the day, all that numbers that you naming, did that equate to the wins?
Didn't.
Because what I saw is you still a lottery team. You was naming guys that was in the playoffs. Or he was better than C.J. McCollum. C.J. McCollum was the second option on the playoff team.
Good point.
You know, like, you don't name these guys and then turn around and sit there and, you know, like, come on, you bugging right now, thinking that Julius Randle is going to be better than C.J. McCollum. He's going to be better than Bradley Beal. He wasn't worth the money. He was not worth $21 million on any given Sunday. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. The guy ain't worth that money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, if we want to sit there and rattle off all these stats and all that, the biggest one I'm looking at is the columns that matter the most, W's and L's. And right now, the way it looks, you ain't equipped. You know what I'm saying? You ain't attribute to all of them W's. So, you know, be a great second option somewhere else.
Okay, way to close it, man. Couldn't have said it better myself, JLs. Delano closed it off nicely, man.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I don't think we overpaid for Randall.
That's one thing. Yeah, the contract is okay. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we didn't overpay for him.
I'm okay with it. All right, man. Hey, great show, JLs. Great show to the fans, everybody that watched. JLs, let's go ahead and get out of here, man.
Yo, man, check this out, fam. The Nick of Time show is back. We are on YouTube. Newest episode is on YouTube right now, so go ahead and check that out. If you want to watch the newest episode, just click that little icon in the top right corner, and you can watch the latest episode of the Nick of Time show with me and my friends Edson Sean and Ryan G. Also, check out the blog. We got some great writers in the blog. New blog went up today by the creative Ken. Is very good. I implore you to check that one out as well. And also, you can follow me on social media.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
What's happening? What happened?
No, this guy Ari just changed his name to Ari Faxinato.
Yo, shout out to Ari Faxinato. I think it's because we voted for him, CP.
I think so, man. Good show, JL. It's a good show, my dude. And salute to everybody watching, man. Hey, it was a tough loss tonight. Knicks lose 109-104. Battle of the Fans, Part 2, Sergio versus Ari. Looks like Ari takes the crown tonight. Sergio, you got to come back stronger, man. You lost the belt tonight, man, but you didn't lose the war. You lost the battle. You didn't lose the war. Great show. Appreciate you guys for keeping us entertained after this tough loss. Remember, folks, this show's available in audio format, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Alexa. Please leave us an iTunes review. Salute to everybody that sent us a super chat. I want to shout out Cops the One. Shells Heavy sent us a super chat. Salute to you, Shells. Cops the One and Ari Faxinato.
Here.
Get it straight. Ari Faxinato sends us a super chat. Once again, man, we appreciate you guys supporting the show. We also have a Cash App and PayPal links below. If you're able to send us a super chat, support the show. It all comes back into making this the #1 show for the fans, by the fans. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channels. Make sure you guys are sharing these videos. Hey, that's how we keep growing. That's how we get these things like Battle of the Fans is because we keep getting new people, new subscribers, new viewers, new callers, and it just makes the show what it is, man. This team is hey, it's gonna be a long season, man. So this is a community where we still want to have fun with it and get some lighthearted humor in here as well, man. So salute to everybody. James Lanier, Above the Rim, Coach East Carter, all the mods, TM Dave, Delano. Appreciate it. Rome Shells, appreciate it. JL, so you want to shout out, man?
Or shout out to Craig Williams, Amazon, Next Level, Enzo, League of Thieves, NYC, Jason Edwards, Nuggy Fresh, L Marshall, all you guys. And shout out to new subscribers as well.
Yes, sir. Everybody, team #new, man. Appreciate you guys once again. And we'll see you guys next time, man. Keep it locked right here. Post Game Live, CPJ Ellis.